Welcome. I hope you're getting to have some time with your friends at your tables, and I want you to know that it is just a pleasure to be with you today. Student Affairs at Utah Valley is an outstanding team. I want to thank you for all that you do. Every day when I come in to work, I think how lucky I am to be a part of this team and to be able to work with all of you. You are outstanding. I'd like to thank the Awards Banquet Committee. If they would stand, please. Susan Palmer, Andrea Vale, Baleen Perry, Lori Peters, and Kelly Clark. Let's give them a hand. They have spent a lot of time. They really wanted to make this day special for our award winners, and we appreciate them. Thank you so much for your work. We'd also like to thank some other individuals that have helped us tremendously. Matt Chambers, he's doing our photography today. Yay, Matt. Just a second, and I'll give you a time. We'll clap for them all. So he's already standing. Austin Bagley, he has been helping. He's from Career Development. He's a student employee there. Thank you, Austin. Mary Cottrell has been getting photos and putting them together. Thank you, Mary. Is John Simpson here? John lended us his laptop, and we were having some problems with our laptop this week, and so we thank him for lending us his. And then Mark Stone, he has been a miracle man this week. We've had a lot of computer glitches, and he was very, very busy, but he dropped everything to help us. And in fact, we're going to show you a video clip so you can get the idea of just how hard Mark Stone has had to work this week. But let's give everyone a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, Michelle's machine again. It's gonna be some major work. I'm never gonna be able to fix this thing again.
Like I say, Mark Stone is he's a miracle worker. I'd like to invite Shad Sorensen, the Associate Vice President of Student Life and Dean of Students, to introduce our first award. Shad?
I am so excited to recognize J.C. Graham, and I want to tell you a little bit about how it came about that she is at the institution, because I was a part of it. 14 years ago, she applied for a position. She was a starving college student, and she didn't have an answering machine. And so she had made it to the final group where we wanted to interview. We called and called and called, but she never answered. And so we interviewed everyone else, and we were getting ready to go over to HR and make an offer. And coming down the hallway was this wonderful person wearing shorts and Birkenstocks and just coming to say hi. She introduced herself and she said, "I'm J.C. Graham." And I said, "Where have you been?" And she said, "What?" So we pulled the committee together right then and there. We interviewed and we found the right person. She was who we have been looking for. She was the right fit. She plays a tremendous game of two truths and a lie, and we had a wonderful time on our retreat. But the thing that is most remarkable is she truly is a lifesaver. The work that she does emotionally, physically, saves lives. She is our suicide prevention coordinator, works with students that are struggling, and makes a tremendous difference to our campus and to our students. So it's my pleasure to recognize J.C. Graham. If you'll please come to the stage. Please enjoy what a few of our colleagues have to say about J.C.
I don't know what kind of budget cuts they've got running this year for this program, but I can't get this filter off. Dara, nobody's here. I've got to go to a meeting. I've got to get this video done. Last year we scheduled stuff. I don't know, and it's going to be really hard to be serious about talking about my good friend JC when my head is moving around like this, but we'll give it a try. JC is, I can't think of anybody on this campus better qualified for this award. JC exhibits kindness beyond measure. She is one of the kindest persons on this campus. She is also one of the most authentic people you will ever meet in your life. I've never met anybody who could be so honest with who she is and what she's about, and she is one of the most courageous people on this campus in overcoming adversity and helping others to do that as well. I would share with you, they've asked me to share a funny story or memory. All of my funny stories and memories usually are JC and myself and Peggy Passon having lunch together, and we can't really talk about that because it's really just not made for prime time, certainly not made for this awards, but just so you know, if you see us laughing, you probably don't want to overhear what we're saying. Finally, JC's biggest success or achievement on this campus has been the development of the suicide prevention program here. She wrote a grant years ago. She saw a need, wrote a grant, and was able to develop that grant into this amazing program that is changing and literally saving students' lives all over this campus. And this is really serious, and that's why when my head moves like this, it's really hard to remain serious, but I cannot express to you how important it is to our students, to our faculty, to our staff on this campus, that she is able to have this program and has done all of this brilliant work that has saved so many students' lives over the years. So JC, congratulations. I am so excited you're the recipient of this year's award, and I look forward to many, many more years of working together.
JC Graham. I'm here to talk about her, but oh my eyes. My grandkids have been messing with this computer. So I'll just ignore that and continue. JC Graham is a woman I met many years ago when she came into my learning lab. She was struggling with math, as many students do, and I was giving her this wise assistance and helping her. That was the one thing that was standing in the way of her getting her degree, her 4-year degree, and eventually her LCSW, which she did achieve. And then she came back to UVU and has become now the suicide prevention coordinator. She's done a fantastic job. And she also teaches classes and does a fantastic job at that. She's just the kind of person that you really want to be around because you learn so much. I have learned so much from JC. She's really an amazing woman and a great colleague and teacher. So if I were going to talk to JC directly, I would just tell her what a difference she's made in my life. It's fun to watch how well she has done. I can't thank her enough for the difference she's made in my life and the difference she's been able to make in the lives of so many UVU students. She's just, funny and a good person, somebody that I enjoy being around, and we do laugh a lot. She's a treasure. I just really value her friendship, and I'm glad that we have her here at UVU.
I'm grateful for this opportunity to speak about JC Graham, and what is going on with this? Something that... Okay, well, anyway, JC is an amazing employee. Having her on our team is phenomenal for our area. She has a completely amazing work ethic. Probably one of the most amazing things that JC has done for UVU is about 5 years ago, we didn't have a suicide prevention program. We were able to get a grant and get some funding, but what we needed was somebody who could put that together, who could organize the program and make it work for UVU. So JC was able to, from the ground up, build this program. It's absolutely amazing what she's done. And because of JC, we have this amazing program today, and it serves our students so well. I really admire her for that. Anyway, JC, we are very, very grateful that you're part of our staff, and congratulations, you completely deserve this.
my only chance to hold one.
Wow, this was a total surprise. On the day that Shad stopped by my office to tell me about this award, we had been doing a crisis situation regarding a student that day. So he's like, comes to our receptionist and he's like, "Can I talk to JC and Bill?" And I'm like, I see him in the lobby. I'm like, oh no, this crisis is out of control. Because that was the first time he'd showed up about, directly in that sense. We've talked on the phone and things like that, but so I was very relieved when he was like, "Oh, JC, we want to tell you you won this award." I was like, wow, cool. This was really exciting. I love working at UVU. I was a student here for a long time. It took me 10 years to get my associates because math was a conspiracy to keep me from graduating. Until I met with Peggy in the tutoring lab, and we met for about 20 hours a week consistently every semester. But I finally made it, and as Shad had mentioned that day that I stopped by campus, I wasn't prepared for an interview that day. I was just wearing shorts, stopped by to say hi to a friend, but it worked out perfectly, so I was really happy that I did show up that day. And I think that all students should get, after they graduate, they should get a free answering machine, because I didn't have one. Today I'd like to make a special acknowledgement to former UVU student Garrett Lee Smith's parents, Gordon and Sharon Smith, for being proactive in taking the initiative to get behind suicide prevention efforts on college campuses across the nation after the death of their son, Garrett Smith. Garrett was a UVU student at the time that he ended his life. He was interested in culinary arts, and in my job that Shad had originally hired me for as accessibility counselor, I had the privilege to meet with him and get to know him. And as an outcome of that, I would also like to acknowledge Garrett publicly and state that I'll always remember him. He has had a direct impact on what I do as my career here at UVU and why I do it. Also, it's the dedication of all of the faculty and staff that have assisted me in being where I am and for getting behind and supporting the UVU suicide prevention program, and for really taking it to heart that here at UVU, suicide prevention is everyone's business. I don't do this alone. The only reason I'm really up here is because we all work together in many ways to support students, whether they're in a crisis or if they just need some support and some cheering on. I think that we help students together. One of the things that I love about working at UVU is that it is such a rich environment where not only I can make a positive difference, but it is a place where all of us make a positive difference every day. I think that working at UVU is like a box of chocolates. I never know what I'm going to get from day to day. So I was really pleasantly surprised when Shad told me I was getting an award. That was a good kind of chocolate to get. It was a bonus. And I'd also like to thank UVU and all of you and the vice presidents for acknowledging my contributions to UVU. And I thank you for honoring me with this award. Thank you.
Thank you, JC. I remember that hiring committee. I remember Shad going door to door saying, "Hey, we found our person. They showed up today. Come talk to them right now." And it was just so awesome because we were so concerned. We had decided, well, maybe we should go ahead and hire, or should we end the hiring committee and start over? And it was just like this miracle here. JC just appears, and we all loved her, and we hired her immediately. I would like to acknowledge Ken Matthews. Is Ken here? Hopefully. He won the Board of Trustees Award, and the other night he was presented that award. We are very proud of Ken and all that he has done being over the Student Center. His attention to detail is phenomenal. He always makes sure that the Student Center always looks wonderful. In fact, I was noticing that the other day when I was upstairs in the Valley View room and I was having lunch, and I had a little problem, but let's just watch it and see.
Okay. Hello? Yeah? You're kidding. There is no way that could be happening. There's no way. President, I am going to have to call you back.
I don't know how much more to fix this thing. We're out of tools here. Let's see what that'll do. She'll like that.
Okay, like I say, Mark Stone has been working overboard all week long, and we just appreciate all of his help. I'd like to invite Michelle Kearns as the Assistant VP for Student Success and Retention to introduce our next award. So come on up, Michelle.
Well, I've known that Mr. Barney Nye is a standout guy for a long time. Back in my days with my good friends in financial aid, Barney kept coming over and asking all sorts of questions. Oh, Steve. Oh, we're going to do Steve first. But Barney is a standout guy, just wait. These are some good stories. Okay, well, let's talk about Steve. Steve is also a very standout guy. I just haven't known him quite as long and not in my days in financial aid. But Steve is awesome. His work with our international students is absolutely impressive, and he utilizes his expertise to lead a fantastic team of employees and to build new programs and to truly focus on the development of international students. Steve is not hired to be a recruiter, but it's very much become a part of his job because of his expertise and because of his abilities and because of his connections. And so he does a lot of recruiting for UVU. So somehow he manages to build these fantastic student support programs while recruiting new students to the university. In fact, we had an increase of about 20% in the number of international students that are here at UVU, and that's in large part due to Steve's great work. We actually have about 800 international students representing 80 different countries on our campus now, and thank you, Steve, for that. Please join me up here. How many of you have read his bio in the program? A few of you? Well, I have a question for Steve that many of you might be wondering as well. How did you win a TV on a Taiwanese game show?
There's a whole story behind that. I actually have a VHS video if you want to watch it.
Oh, we do, don't we? Let's hear what his other colleagues had to say about Steve.
Hey there. I've been asked to say a few words about Stephen Crook, who's receiving the Student Services Award. Stephen Crook. Stephen Crook. 1 second. Stephen Crook, Director, International Student Services. Oh, hey, what a great person to receive an award. Stephen Crook from International Student Services. Makes my traps look huge. Right there. That works right there. Kind of skinny on the one side. Sorry, Stephen, this is about you. Stephen, you do a wonderful job in the Student Services Division, specifically working with those international students. I've been fortunate enough to be in the same division with him. About a year or so ago, he was moved into our division, and so we were in staff meetings together somewhat regularly. We went to a retreat where we worked the entire time for our retreat. So I got to know Stephen pretty well there. The one thing I noticed most about Stephen is he is absolutely student-centric. It's true. This is fun. Anyway, Stephen, you are student-centric, and what more can they ask for as an international student? that they have somebody like you going to bat for them all the time. So they're very fortunate with somebody. Oh, and you speak Mandarin. Not like those little oranges, but the language, you speak Mandarin. You knew that though. But that's helpful, right? So your passion, your interest, and your love for the students, and your experience. You are an absolute expert with everything that you're assigned to do. So, man, that gives UVU a leg up. It makes us serious. You get these students engaged. So, good on you, Steve. You deserve the award. Bye.
Hi, my name is Michiko Arthur.
I'm Lorraine Gunn.
I'm Junko Watabe.
I'm Yuli of the Kimawa.
We're here to talk about Steve Crook. Want to tell him how we really are happy about his award. One thing, this office can be a little nutsy sometimes, and we get a little upset, and we can yell at Steve and get mad at him, and he never gets mad back, and he stays very calm, consistent, even-handed. We appreciate that. And he tries with his whirling ideas to help. He's always trying to help out. So we really appreciate all that Steve does. He's really supportive of us. He's supportive of the international students. He loves them. He's around them a lot. And we are so glad that he is our boss. Thank you, Steve.
How can I fix this? This is so weird. Well, anyway, I don't know. Somebody has to fix it later. But I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done. I believe you're a great person, a great advisor, and actually a really good friend. I think most of us at the International Student Council find you more than an advisor. We actually think that you are a great, great person. I think this is a great experience to meet you and just go through the whole international path with you and the international student members of the council. I just wanted to let you know that we love you and we believe that you deserve this. We love you.
So it's my absolute distinct honor to present this Award of Excellence to Mr. Steve Crook.
Well, usually when I'm doing this, it's a large group, so I'm used to talking to large groups, but usually it's Chinese high school students. So I'm just going to pretend, but if anybody wants to do any shout-outs in Chinese, it'll make me a little more comfortable. Can you really love your job? I majored in accounting and started my career working in public accounting and for a joint venture in Taiwan. While there were positive aspects to these jobs, I did not love my work. I remember thinking, at the end of my career, what contribution will I have made to the world? I thought, I will be financially secure and I will have helped make lots of shoes. During this period, I resigned myself to the fact that loving your job was not really a reality. When people said, I really love my job, I thought, it's not really true. It's just another trite phrase. Well, I love my job. I love my job for two main reasons. Number one, I enjoy working at UVU. And two, I appreciate working with international students. So UVU, I enjoy working at UVU because of its energy. I feel I can make a difference. It's such a vibrant place to work. If I have an idea, I can see it through to completion. UVU has a can-do attitude. So many people that are familiar with higher ed have told me how unique UVU is compared to other universities in regards to flexibility and openness to new ideas. There is always something going on. I mean, what kind of job can you take a lunch break to go hear a UN ambassador from Russia talk about Ukraine, and the next day attend a session of Peace and Justice Conference on child soldiers in Africa? The second reason I love my job, international students. They have such interesting stories. Each international student has such a unique life story and experience. It's hard to complain about your day when you talk with a student from Afghanistan who was wanted by the Taliban and had a price on his head for helping Western journalists, to a student from Rwanda whose entire family was murdered in the genocide and spent 2 years in a refugee camp, to a student who helped organize high school students in Venezuela to oppose Hugo Chavez. Their energy and enthusiasm is contagious. They are so grateful to be studying in America. It's fun to watch them transform from a scared kid at orientation to a confident adult ready to take on the world at graduation. I don't know many jobs that supply that type of job satisfaction. Here's the thing. I realize I've given this 2.5-minute talk 1,000 times. Whenever anyone says, "So, how do you like your job?" Finally, I would like to thank President Holland for creating a vibrant university where students, faculty, and staff can feel they can contribute and make a difference. To Michelle Taylor, Michelle Kearns, and Shad Sorensen, wherever you're at, Shad, for being great leaders who inspired those under them to be better. To Susan Palmer and Andrea Vale for putting this great program together. To my staff, Junko Watabe, who's out with back surgery, Lorraine Gunn, Michiko Arthur, for their commitment and dedication to helping international students succeed. To the International Student Council, for making me look good. I would put them up against any group of workers at a Fortune 500 company for efficiency, smarts, and take charge attitude. Finally, I would like to thank my kids, Tyler, Sydney, Naomi, and Asia, my parents, Fred and Elizabeth, and my girlfriend, Lacey, for their love, support, and encouragement. Thank you.
I can't tell you how much I appreciated Steve when we went to China. He was like my handler and told me what to do, where to go, what to sit, and to eat everything. So I did. And especially the night that we lost not one, but 2 students in Shanghai. And it was late at night, and he got a rickshaw and went up and down the streets until he found them. We were so grateful. Thank you, Steve. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize our PACE Award winners from Student Affairs. If they would stand, please. We have Michael Snap, Melinda Randall, Jason McKenna, and Susan Palmer. If you would stand. You are amazing. Okay, I want to give out another special shout out to Susan Palmer for making sure that I have regular bathroom breaks during the day. It is so appreciated. In fact, just watch and see. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. No.
Not again. Oh, Michelle. Look at this busted keys. Yeah, let's fix this up good this time. This ought to do it. Looks good there. I can't do anything more with that. Hope that works.
Is Mark Stone amazing or what? Way to go, Mark. I'd like to invite Michelle Kearns back to the stage to introduce our next winner.
I bet you can't guess who it is. Our other stand-up guy, Barney Nye. As I was saying, I've known him for many years and knew that he was one of a kind of a remarkable guy because he kept coming over to financial aid asking questions about the process and how to help students apply and get through what can be a very tedious endeavor. And you've either got to be a little bit crazy or incredibly dedicated to your students to search out and learn how to do financial aid on your own. So I'm here to tell you he's not crazy. He's extremely dedicated, and I don't know what would happen, or what would happen in the Multicultural Center or our students at large without the dedication of Barney and the work that he does for our students there. So congratulations, Barney. Please join me up here. On a personal note, I want to tell you that I have learned about some of his unique talents and gifts, and Barney has an incredible gift for writing. He's actually quite a beautiful writer. He also has an incredible taste in fashion, as you can see. And I hear he does a little fashion consulting on the side, for those of us who need it. He loves Hawaii, which is your favorite island? Maui. And he loves fast cars. Favorite car? Oh, too many to choose from. All right, let's hear what his colleagues have to say.
Okay, so I was asked to say something about Barney and how great he is. And I was trying to work with this computer, but the video is not working properly. But I'm going to go ahead anyway because I don't have time. It's great to work with Barney. He's a great person. He's very knowledgeable, very eloquent, very sensitive to the context in which he is, very respectful, and he's just a great support. It's a delight to work with him. One thing about Barney is that I don't understand why he grows his hair out in the summer and shaves it off in the winter. You know, it's kind of like that, but like I said, it's great to work with him. He's been a great support. We have had many dialogues in which we have pretty much solved all the world problems. And if they just leave it to us, we'll take care of everything. So just give us a chance. So Barney, I think you are more than deserving of this award, and any other accolades that will come your way will be very, very well deserving. You've done a great, wonderful job, and I appreciate working with you. It's great to be near you and to be your friend. I hope we are friends, and I consider you as much. And just keep up the good work. You're awesome. Thank you.
Wow, the aliens are taking over my computer. I look so distorted. One of the things I like most about Barney is his caring nature and how he is so good with students and his coworkers. He's always willing to go above and beyond to help someone out. There have been many times when I've had a student who has a very complex situation with their financial aid, and he's been able to figure it out. The man is a genius. Where do I see Barney in 5 years? I see Barney being successful as he always has been, and he will have finished his PhD and will be in administration at a university, hopefully here at UVU, because we can't live without him. Barney, I can't think of a more deserving individual to receive this award today. Thank you for the years of friendship and all that you've done for me.
Wonder what's going on with my computer. It's kind of weird. I should call IT. Something's wrong with this thing. Oh well. Golly, man, today when I was coming into campus, I was thinking about my good friend Barney. Barney Nye. He's the coolest guy here on campus. Coolest cowboy I know. First time I met him was out on the sidewalk out by the business building. I went out there to have some fresh air, and I don't know, there Barney was, and he was the coolest guy to meet. He's so funny, he makes me laugh. Here at UVU, one of the coolest things he ever did was help impact the policy number 165 here at campus to include sexual orientation as a protected status, and also gender. That was pretty cool. Makes a big difference here on campus. If Barney wasn't working at UVU, he'd probably be retired and out cruising the Bahamas and having a good time. Maybe having a margarita or two. I just love working with him. He's a load of fun. I don't know what's up with this computer. Dang it, it's weird. I think I should still call IT. Well, I'm gonna go try to find Barney and go to lunch with him because he's so cool.
It's my honor to present this Award of Excellence to Mr. Barney Nye. Please join me in congratulating him.
Before I break it. Well, first off, thank you all. I want to begin by thanking Brett and JC and Kimberly for the video tribute. That was great. That was funny. I also want to thank Michelle Kearns for her leadership and Chad Sorensen for his leadership too. It's been a pleasure to work for both of them, and they both have done amazing things in student success and retention. And I want to thank Michelle for her visionary leadership for student affairs. I think we have a very bright road ahead of us. I have learned, I've learned in my work and my work with my students that, well, let me just, see, you know, when you get up here and you start reading this, you're like, I should put this somewhere else. This is, I want to start by thanking my students and recognizing the students that I get to work with every day, because that is the best part of my job every day. I want to especially recognize my multicultural students who remind me every day to honor the work of those who came before us and to appreciate and have gratitude for those who are lovingly guiding us along the way. I also want to say thanks to my LGBTQ students, because they demonstrate daily what walking in truth and integrity looks like every single day, and I'm so proud of them. I have to thank my mom, because she gave a great foundation in my life. She single-handedly raised 5 sons, and we turned out all right. Some of us are a little rough around the edges, but for the most part, we're all right. But she showed me what a strong work ethic and what looks like and what unconditional love feels like. I also have to thank someone who just retired from UVU, Mariah Weingarten. She spent over 20 years on this campus, and I want to thank her for recruiting me into her Upward Bound program when I was a junior in high school, and being the person who bridged the gap between my circumstances and my dreams, and pulling them closer together. I also have to thank Michelle Taylor and Gwen Anderson for taking a chance on me when I was young and I had a full head of hair and a 32-inch waistline and was really kind of dumb. They took a big chance and put me in a leadership role, and then I learned from them and then proceeded to save my butt more than one time in that role, and I learned the power and the importance of second, third, and fourth chances. I also want to thank Brett Breton and the staff in Multicultural Student Services. If any of you are curious, I know maybe some of you have heard about the inclusion plan going on. If any of you are curious what it looks like to navigate difference in a positive and productive way, I urge you to stop by our staff meeting sometime, because there are no more diverse set of people and amazing people that bring who they are and where they are from to work every day. And I learned so much from my time in Multicultural Student Services. Let's see. And finally, I have to take a moment and thank the best. I saved the best for last. My biggest thank you goes to my partner, Adam, because Adam, between graduate school and work, he gets too often the grumpy, tired version of me that just wants to hide under the covers and watch reruns of the Golden Girls all weekend. Thank you for your patience and for being the best reason to not work late. And I want you to know that the best moments in my life are the ones I get to spend at your side. I love you. And really, my life is an embarrassment of riches. And so I have been so blessed with so much love, care, and concern on my journey. And the best I can do is try and pass it along to the next ones coming along. So I thank you for the opportunity to continue to do that, and thank you for the recognition today. Thank you, because I gotta look stylish. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize our part-time PACE Award employee, and that is Trent Boyer. Trent, I think you're over on this table. If you could stand, please. Thank you, Trent. Trent is representing all of the many part-time employees that keep us running. They provide so much expertise for us, and they're running our offices right now as we're having lunch. So we appreciate our part-time employees. Again, I just can't say enough about Mark Stone. I want to send another special shout out to him. Not only can he play in a band, he can move like Jagger and pretty much fix anything. I mean, just watch.
Michelle's machine again. I don't know if that's working.
One big hand for Mark Stone. We just can't give him enough. Okay, I'd like to invite Liz Childs, our Senior Director of Enrollment Management, to come on up to the stand, and she is going to announce our next award winner. Here she comes.
I like following Michelle because then I can raise the microphone just a tiny bit. It doesn't happen very often for me. I am very excited to talk about the next recipient. Luann Smith and I have been friends and colleagues for many years, excuse me, through 4 institution changes and 5 presidents. So that's a lot. And it would take hours for me to talk about and recount the everyday stories and trips and laughter and tears that we've shared. I don't know of anyone who has a greater love for the students of UVU or is more loyal to this university. In fact, she is so loyal to this university that she embraced the core themes even before the rest of us knew that we had them. About 12 years ago, I'm going to tell you how she did that. About 12 years ago, she met a young man, and she got serious. And then she got engaged. Now, I have to tell you that she's the greatest Aunt Lou you could ever ask for. Her nieces and nephews loved her to pieces, and they were like her own children. And so, after her and Tim got married, she became inclusive. And now those lucky kids don't just have an Aunt Lou, they have an Uncle Tim. And I am sure that she would agree with me that this has been one of her greatest successes. She's had several of them. I want to congratulate Luann on this award and offer her my sincere appreciation for her example, for all of her good work, and for her friendship. Luann, would you come up? While she's coming up, we'll hear what some other people had to say about her.
My earliest recollections of Luann is she was the classy lady down in the registrar's office. Her worst days could only be our best days. She looks dynamite all the time. Luann is also one of those crafty people that can do anything, and she's always trying to add a little extra foof to everything that she does. She's one of those people that we always want to help and we want to protect, and she's one that's truly deserving of this award. Congratulations, Luann.
Luann has been my mentor since she hired me over 20 years ago. She is very caring, organized, and meticulous, and this is what I think makes her such a great registrar. I wouldn't be where I am without her support today, and I appreciate her. Congratulations, Luann. You deserve this award.
I heard someone got an award. No. But if I sit like this, it looks pretty good. So, all right, I've always wanted to get rid of that chin. Thanks. Luann, I wanted you to know that I think you've done a great job this year. I heard you got an award. These people kind of wanted me to talk about why you got it. Maybe they didn't know. But but I know that all the work that you've done on late registration, all of the work that you've done on wait lists over the last several years, and probably dealing with some difficult faculty and staff members, including myself, would be some good reasons why you are very deserving of this award. I know that you always have the students at heart when you make decisions. You're always fair, and you work really, really hard. And I'm not sure this filter has done everything I want to for my chin, but what the heck. Congratulations. You deserve it. Thanks.
Wow, what an honor to receive this award, and kind of humbling too. Thanks to my friends and colleagues for those nice words. I would be amiss today if I didn't thank my parents, who let me grow up on a farm and taught me the value of hard work. And UVU may not be the farm, but the value of hard work has really paid off over the years that I have been here. I once had a supervisor who became my mentor. Liz got me started. And through the years became a very dear friend. And she always told us to surround yourself with people better than yourself. People who make you look good and do good things. And I just want to thank everyone that I work with for all of the many good things that you do. And you make my life and my job much better. Each one of you is amazing, and I appreciate all that you do. And I need to thank my husband, Tim. I'm so grateful that he was able to break away from his busy work schedule and come and join us today. He's always there to listen, to love, and to laugh, and to keep me sane. Thank you. And congratulations to the other award recipients today. We do work with some fabulous people. Thank you all.
Okay, I would like to give a special shout out to Smokey the Bear for teaching me at a very young age that only you can prevent wildfires. Let's watch and see. Hey, Susan, Kelly, Eileen. Hey, I need to tell you something. I need PBA to be reformatted, and I need it by 5 o'clock tonight. Can you do it? Sure. Awesome. And I also need space. We need to go through all of the space.
Michelle.
Oh, that's a problem. Okay. No worries. No worries. No worries. And I need to go through all of space tonight. Can we do it?
Sure.
Oh, sure. Awesome.
Oh, familiar machine. Oh, Michelle, what can I possibly do to fix it? This is gonna do. Oh, yeah. I think we better put it out of warranty.
I'd like to bring Kirk Young, our Assistant Vice President for Recruitment and Outreach, up to the stage to announce our final award winner. So, Kirk.
Well, it's my pleasure to say a few words about Sharon Bluth. I've known Sharon for quite a while, and I've learned that Sharon is a passionate advocate for the underserved. Her life experiences and her background have contributed to her passion that she brings to her job at the Gear Up program with the students that she serves. And for the first 3 years as a Gear Up counselor, she developed a reputation of being a compassionate and caring champion for the students in the Alpine School District. And for the past 5 years, she's been able to take those skills and that determination and enveloped that into her job as the assistant director in Gear Up. And along with an awesome Gear Up team, she's worked together with all of them to make Gear Up the largest Gear Up program in the state of Utah and one of the best in the country. It's a pleasure to work with Sharon. She is amazing. I'd like to invite her to come up to the stage at this time. While she's coming up, we'll take a look at what some of her colleagues have had to say about her as well.
Sharon, I'm awfully glad to be feeling like this today, which is how we usually feel in Gear Up, and want to congratulate you on getting this award. I remember the first day I met you, which was when you were the chair of my hiring committee. So on these really crazy days, you only have yourself to blame for hiring your boss. I want to thank you for all that you have contributed to Gear Up. You are the most gracious, diplomatic, compassionate person with such high professionalism, and you are so often the real heart of Gear Up. You hold us together, you are the glue, you are the one that works with everyone and makes sure that they're doing okay, not feeling like this, and are able to bring everybody together, and I so appreciate that. And I feel like one of your greatest accomplishments has been your growth as a professional here in Gear Up as an administrator. You've seen such tremendous growth these last few years, and it really shows in the work that you do for Gear Up. So I want to congratulate you on this award. It is so well deserved. And while I know you love Gear Up, I know if you weren't in Gear Up, you would be with your little granddaughter, who you love so much, and your love of babies. So thanks for sticking with Gear Up. We love you, and we sure appreciate and congratulate you on today, your big day.
I really wish I wasn't doing this. Kind of like my bigger glasses, though. Anyways, Sharon, congratulations on receiving this award. You really do deserve it. Ever since I started working here, you've been a great support, and I always know I can go to you when I have questions or just want the proverbial shoulder to cry on. I really appreciate your camaraderie, and always know that if I can help in any way, just bang on the floor, and I'll be downstairs just as soon as I can to help you with anything. Thanks, Sharon. Congratulations.
Let me see here. This does not seem to be working as I would like it, but Sharon, I promise you, I want to give you a message. First of all, congratulations. Hold on, I'm just trying. Let me see here. Something is not quite clicking. Candace, did somebody mess with my computer over here? Look, Sharon, this is going to be short and sweet, and ignore whatever you see there. I know it's hard to ignore. Congratulations. You are deserving of this award. You're awesome. From the moment I met you, my goodness. I was going to say my heart was all aflutter, but I can't say that. It's inappropriate. HR is probably going to watch this. Can we cut part of this? Sharon, thanks for giving me a chance to work at Gear Up and for all your work for the students. And I know that you've got a big heart for, you have a lot of love for students. I know this, and I saw that every day when I worked with you, and I've seen it every day since I've left, and I just wish I could adequately express my appreciation and my feelings. If there was only some way I could appropriately do that, this filter is really helping me out with that, things that I can't say on camera. So, love ya, congratulations, you're the best, and you deserve this.
Thank you. This is such an honor, and I want to thank each of you for the contributions that you make to this amazing university. when I found out about the award, I was in Mexico City, got a little text from Kirk. So not from my immediate boss, but my boss's boss. And I didn't sleep well. I thought my job's on the line, something terrible has happened, because he said, you need to call me as soon as you can. So this was a very, very welcome surprise. I feel very humbled to be here. I want to thank Michelle Taylor and Kirk Young for the incredible direction that they provide for student affairs and for the great support that they provide for our program. I would personally like to thank Laurie Miller for being an amazing mentor for me. I would be like the young 18-year-old probably just starting a position if we were to contrast where I came in and where I am now. And her great leadership has helped us to build a very strong and vibrant program in the state of Utah. It is such a privilege to work with Nathan and with all of our staff at in our office. They are tremendous. I feel so lucky and so privileged to work to help students who are so in need of the help to get out of their own situations, many times not of their own making, and to have an opportunity to receive education. I would lastly like to thank my wonderful family for the tremendous support that they have given me and the love that I have for them. I thank each of you for your contributions again to such a great university, and thank you again.
Okay, I would like to emphasize that this luncheon is not just to thank our award winners, but everyone in this room. You have all had a part in making Student Affairs great. The team would like to thank you now. Hey everyone, we really want to thank you for everything that you have done this year, and especially our award winners. We could not have done this without you. Thank you.
You're a fantastic team. It's a privilege to work with you. Congratulations.
Great work, Student Affairs team. It's fun to be with you guys.
Congratulations, very well deserved.
Thank you for rocking our world. You make UVU such a great place for students.
Thank you so much. Just a round of applause for everyone. Last but not least, I want to thank my staff. Susan Palmer, if you notice there's kind of a theme here, I keep saying the name Susan Palmer, Donica Limon, and Haley Catch. Thank you so much for all that you do. Again, we want to thank John Simpson for the use of his laptop. We appreciate that. And I actually need Mark Stone to just stay after. Before I give this back, I'm just wondering if maybe he could help me. It's like, anyway. If Mark could just stay after, that'd be great. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great afternoon.